Another one of the original maps that we had in Call of the Wild was Africa, to be specific, Virunga Savannah. And this gave us our first ever opportunity to be able to hunt for a safari. And now we have eyes on our first animals. There's a whole herd of wildebeest. And there's actually a pretty solid one right there. Yet again, another good one out there at 250. Then we happen to have a decent sized female gemsbok out there at 400 yards. So in this case here, we're gonna go for this nice bull bedded there at 220 yards. Now these things are tough, so you gotta make sure you don't hit them too high. But that was kind of perfect. Looks like a female. There's the decent 3 out in the front. Now it's not massive, but it's big enough to go after. There's another 3. That 3 is even bigger, so we're probably going to focus on this 3. And what we're actually going to do is wait here. The good thing about Africa is a lot of it is wide open, so you can just sit here and watch for a long ways, because eventually they're going to calm down and give you an opportunity for a shot. Or in this case, they're going to turn around and come right back to you. I can honestly say I was not anticipating on this happening. Not even a little bit. Alright, so there's the 3 facing directly at us. We don't really have a good angle for a shot. They're about 300 yards out. And so what we're going to do is take down this nice female gemsbok out here at 380 yards. That's going to be our shot. All right, here we go. Shot looked pretty good to me. And the good thing is these wildebeest don't even know what just happened. Oh yeah, she's going down 50%, 25%. And she's not going to be going much further. All right, here we go. There's our wildebeest. Now we're looking at about 260 out. There's a 3 right out in the front. He's slightly quartered, but enough to where we could pull off that shot if, of course, this female would move out of the way. I can't believe that she's literally just sitting there absolutely perfectly broadside, covering up every single vital on our wildebeest. I can't believe it. And she will not move. Ooh, when she does that, that's going to be questionable. She finally took a step forward. And I mean finally. My God, that took forever. All right, well, we're looking at 300 right here. Ooh, and it also looks like we may have a lion nearby, and a decent one at that. 4 till 8 o'clock. Yeah, we better pay attention here. He's not going to be too far. All right. Do we have a shot finally? No. Seriously. This is wild. I'm tempted to just double up and wipe out this whole entire zone in order to get both of these. And I didn't even shoot fast enough. Well, that one's going down. Now we got level 3 hunting pressure here. And you know what? I actually thought of something. What if we run all the way down to this point? Then if we take the shot and he's far enough away from the zone, we're not actually going to lose this zone. But look, they're already slowing down. We got to get further. I mean, it's not really the end of the world if we lost this zone, but there's really no reason for us to completely wipe it out either. All right. Yeah, we're getting close to where a lot of the stuff should be here. And there he is, right there at 250. Watch that bull. Oh, he's cutting left. He's cutting left. Just slow up a little bit. Oh, we got him. Nice. All right, and he should tip over right there. Yep, he's down. And our zone is still there. Not bad. All right, now we're gonna get down here and pick up a couple of these wildebeest, as well as the gemsbuck that we shot way down on the bottom of this valley. And we're also gonna pay attention for these lion because they shouldn't be too far away. Here's this one. That was the female that we had to go for a double. She was kind of in the way, and somehow we pulled off a double lung shot on that. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. But we should definitely have another decent wildebeest right down over here. So this should be a decent one. Yes, it was 35.29 and a double lung spine shot at 228. I actually didn't realize that we're getting plenty enough penetration now to where we really don't need to start holding for spine in order to drop them. We could just hold for center double lung, and it seems like that's going to be good enough. But also, I realized that this wildebeest is pretty big. 35.29. So that's a really, really big one. He weighed 561 pounds. Hey, I found our gemsbuck. There she is right over there, which is actually right next to where we took down our last wildebeest. Well, this is quite the sight here. You don't see this every day, but there's actually a female wildebeest laying right next to where our last wildebeest went down. 32.08, and it was a whopping 287 yard, kind of amazing lung shot there, right behind the front shoulder, and centered it beautifully. Now this, oh my god. Oh, that was crazy. She was sitting right there the whole time, but I didn't think she was gonna unfreeze like that. My god. All right, so then here is our gemsbuck, which we made a 390 yard perfect lung shot. Again, right behind the front shoulder and dead center lung. That was a 268, close to a goal, but just a bit off. Yep, I had a feeling we'd find one of these out here somewhere. I told you we had a track from some fresh lions somewhere nearby, and well, we found them. There's one right there, a real nice male at 360 yards out. Now, to take that far of a shot, we're gonna be using the 300 Magnum. He's pretty broadside, and that should be a good hit. Yes, it was. He's going down 50%, and he's gonna pile up right on the backside of that hill. Yeah, so we had the lion zone down in there, and I knew it was pretty fresh by, but I wasn't sure how close it would be. All right, so our lion went down right around here. We're gonna see if we can't find it. Of course, it went down right in the super thick tall grass, but we got some blood right there, and it looks like he kept on going straight. Yep, more blood here. And there's our lion down right at the top of this hill, and he's got a chance at being a gold. He is 44.89, and our shot was a 414 yard perfect double lung shot. At that point there, we pretty much just grazed the back of the shoulder and hit dead center lung. Yeah, I don't think you could really center that lung any more than what we did right there. I really don't think you could. That's gotta be as close to center as possible. Wow. And a pretty solid lion as well. Now this is pretty cool because we just picked up a track from a max weight female gemsbuck, and it led us to this. There's a really good one right there, 270 to 310. It's kind of a giant, and I really would like to get it. So we got her broadside there, at about 200 yards. We're gonna see if we can't hold it right on the top of that armpit crease, so that when she takes a step forward, it should connect. It should. Well, should and is are two separate things, because now I just checked and we don't have any hunting pressure. What a rip. However, I guess the good thing is now we're gonna have to track it down and get a follow-up, which is gonna be kind of cool. Oh my god, we got more blood still, and we still haven't found it yet. There's a good sized male. A real good male. I believe that should be gold potential. But we're still looking for our female. And I think we found her down. Ooh, change of plans. We found a couple of Gemsbach here. There's a 258 plus. That's a good one too. A real good one. Oh my god, the first shot hit the tree and the second shot I think connected. Yes, it did. 25%. And she's going down right there. Alright, so we still didn't find our female. Oh, there she is. Finally, we found her down right here. We got what appears to be a decent male. And we'll throw two into him. I think we connected. It appears we have. All right, here's our Gemsbach. 273. She was just shy of gold, so it worked out in our favor. It was only a 128-yard shot. And wow, are we high. I mean, I'd like to be top of the spine. I mean, top of the lung, bottom of the spine. We were about 4 inches too high. More Gemsbach. Oh, there's a giant. Oh my god, that's an absolute giant. Holy, that's the one that we want right there. She's all of 390 yards out there. Whew. That's gonna be our chance right there. Oh, don't turn sideways. Come on. Wait. She might lay down. Oh my god, she did. She laid down right there. Yes. Okay, perfect. Now we can catch our breath a little bit, take our time, go pick up this one, and line up for an epic shot on that giant level 3 female. That was an epic running shot. Running 170 yard, perfect long shot. And it's a 284 gold. And the second shot we drop low. But yes, this thing is massive. She's right up there. Now I'm hoping we can see her from here. Are you seeing the size of the one we just spotted? 300 minimum. No way. That's a dime potential. This thing is massive. So we already had a good one. Unless there's no way there's freaking 2 of them. Holy, this one's even bigger. This one's even bigger. Oh my god, that thing's huge. Ooh, I thought he was gonna turn. I thought he was gonna turn. Are they really not gonna stop? They're coming right to us. Finally. Come on. Come on. Smoked! Well, we only got one, but that's all right. Now we can focus on getting the other one. Remember, we might be able to get a shot. Lion, lion, lion! Oh my god, that's a giant lion. There is so much action happening here. I don't even know which one to go for. And we got Kudu taken off now. But that was a huge mythical. All right, tell you what, we're gonna mark where that big mythical lion went through, and then we're gonna go track down our huge Gemsbuck. This has a chance at being a diamond. Or a level 4 female Gemsbuck. It's pretty massive. It's gonna be a 313.4 gold, so easily cleared the gold by a mile, but couldn't quite get the diamond. And the first shot did connect on left lung and liver. We took a super quartering shot, but the follow-up shot did connect on a lung as well at 158 yards. First shot was 154 yards. So that was a massive female Gemsbuck. Pretty cool indeed. Yeah, in fact, I could have almost swore that thing ran right through. Yep, that's where he ran. Right there's his track. Right there is his track. Yes. He ran right through here. All the way across this opening. And we couldn't get a shot. Can someone explain that to me? How the heck were we not able to get a shot off on that line? If he ran right through here. I mean, unless we weren't focusing on the line. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, there's a chance he's laying down here on the bottom somewhere. Track's going back this way. Oh, there he is. Oh my god, we found him. No way, you guys. That is a giant lion. So actually, I think what we may do is stay up here on top of the high so we can see down. The wind is not going to be ideal, but it won't really matter because we're going to be so far away and still be able to see this huge lion. We can take up to a 350 yard shot with the 300 Magnum if we needed. But I'm thinking we should be able to get the shot from right about here. Yeah, there we go. That's already 300. Quarter directly away from us like that. It's almost a little too much of an angle for my comfort. So we're going to try and get just a touch closer. And then we'll be able to go for the shot. All right, here we go. 250 yards right there is going to be perfect. He's quartered directly away from us. Let's make sure we have the 300 Magnum. And there he is. We might have a little bit of bullet race from here, so we shouldn't have to hold too high. We held right on. That's a freaking hard shot. Let's go. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What? Huh. I was just sitting there thinking, you know, we really shouldn't have to hold too high. We should probably just hold right on. And that's exactly what we did to connect on a perfect drop shot for that huge mythical lion. Man, that was cool. I can honestly say I was not expecting that to happen. Not even close. Unbelievable. And he bedded down in such a cool spot too. You know, we're way out in the middle of nowhere here, tucked down in this canyon, and he was right on the edge of this grass. There he lays. There he lays right there. Next to the incredible vital hit. Let's pick him up. It is going to be a hard shot and a 47.21 giant mythical male lion. Holy, what a shot. 243 yard, quartering away, double lung, straight to the heart shot. Man, that was awesome. That's where you want it, right there. That's exactly where you want it. Holy. Well, that's going to wrap up this African safari adventure. And now we completed our first ever African map. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Wow. That was pretty unbelievable. It really was. I mean, to be able to drop a lion with a heart shot?